congratulations, but you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black and rich.
So progression toward that handstand push-up, I promise it's so much easier than you think. I'm gonna explain everything you need to know to perfect that. What you have to start doing is learning how to correctly vertically press. And I can't emphasize this enough. What that is we're keeping our elbows completely fixed over our wrists and shifting our weight forward and touching our nose to the floor. That is how you actually handstand push up. You don't go straight up and straight down like a lot of people do plank push-ups. So start it back, build the foundations and build that plank push-up. From there, you can start elevating your feet up, building that vertical press until you can eventually do a wall assisted handstand push-up. Once you're strong at wall handstand push-up, I do recommend also starting to train some pike press to stand variations. And what a pike press to stand is a simple pike push-up and pressing obviously into a handstand. That is a little bit difficult. So what you can start off by doing is just going into a tuck and trying to kick yourself up. You can also do the exact same thing from a straddle position to make it a little bit easier and just go into that bottom stand. Sometimes you won't get back into that handstand. And once you've built up your strength, both of the wall assisted handstand push-ups with perfect form, once again, emphasizing elbows over wrists, and you have a decent pike press to stand, I promise as your balance starts to improve, you'll be able to do a handstand push-up with a very slow negative, slowly learning how to shift the weight further forward, pause, get down to the ground. And then over time, you might be able to get to a point where you can press back up into a handstand. The most important thing you can ever do though, is ensure you're training it multiple times a week, 2, even 3 times a week, making it the core part of your session in terms of you starting it at the start of your session and not just doing it at the end of the workout. And also training in the lower rep ranges. That 1 to 6 rep range, plenty of rest between sets is so incredibly important. Best of luck in your journey. Follow me for more.